welcome to our first edition of what will be a recurring. So good evening everybody, and welcome to our first edition of what will be a recurring series of interviews with Fredericton Midget AAA Canadiens players. This is our first edition of the 2012-13 season, and tonight's guest is team captain Benji Curtis. Thanks, Benji.
No problem.
And it's great to have you this evening. Really looking forward to getting to know a little bit more about you. Now here we are, we're actually sitting in the dressing room of the Fredericton Midget AAA Canadiens. There's a big history with this team. It goes back many, many years. A lot of success over the years with this team. So tell me a little bit about what it means to be a Midget AAA Canadian.
Well, everybody grows up and wants to play for the Habs, so it's good to play for them. Good coaching, good staff.
And it is, I mean, it's kind of the pinnacle of hockey, right? Because you start off, you play, start at the lower levels like Adam and Pee Wee, Bantam, and up into Midget. And making Midget AAA, of course, is a huge accomplishment. Yeah. And it's obviously a great place to play hockey. So I really appreciate you taking some time to tell us a little bit about your story and how you got to the Midget AAA level. So let's start with that. Let's go back a little bit in time and tell me a little bit about your history. So, what introduced you to hockey, or what was your original starting off point for playing hockey?
Well, I guess my dad and my grandpa, they put me on skates when we were about 3 and stuff, and they grew up playing it, so wanted to get us starting early and played competitive all the way up, and played Band AAA and Pee Wee AAA in Fredericton, and came and played Midget. And
then on to the Midget level. So you're born in Fredericton?
Yeah.
Grew up here in Fredericton, so you played all through the minor hockey system and culminated in making the Midget AAA. So Benji, I mentioned at the outset here that you're the captain of the Midget AAA Canadiens, and tell me a little bit about what was it like to get named to be captain of the team. So you're a second-year player, your second year, and how did you find out, and what did that mean to you?
Well, I guess through the tryouts, coach asked me and stuff, and didn't really expect it because there's third years coming back and older guys, but they said I earned it, so.
Awesome, very good. All right, so tell me a little bit about your background playing, some of the minor hockey levels, so Pee Wee, Bantam, and so forth. Was there any kind of coaches, perhaps, or players, or people around you that were strong influencers on your hockey development?
Well, I guess Robbie Barrett, when he was our coach and stuff, he always coached us out in Stanley and always pushed us and stuff, and we had a good team growing up. So. And
did you play for him at Bantam? I know he coached Bantam AAA there for a while.
No, I played for Pierre.
For Pierre Gardner?
Yeah, he was a good coach in Bantam. So.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you were like a lot of young guys growing up playing hockey, you obviously followed a couple of NHL teams or more than one perhaps, and you probably had a favorite player, favorite team. So who were they? Who would they have been?
My favorite team growing up was always Montreal.
Okay.
My dad and Graham drilled it into us. So.
Okay.
Yeah, and my favorite player is PK Subban.
PK Subban, okay. Yeah. So playing for the Habs now, of course, that's wonderful. I bet your family's very happy about that, and of course that's it's one of those things that polarizes people. Either you're probably a Montreal fan or a Toronto fan if you grew up in the time frame that you did, and maybe a Boston fan or something like that. But of course, a lot of Montreal fans around, and a lot of people want to play for this team here in Fredericton because it's got such a long history and it's been so successful. Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about the Midget AAA season. So we are about 22 games into the season so far. The team has just been doing outstanding of late, looking really, really good. So it's the Christmas time. It's December 27th, I guess, today. You have a game tomorrow. But take me a little bit through the beginning of the season. Very young team. The team's, probably had some troubles at the beginning, but it's really gelled in the last couple of weeks. Well, from what I've seen, it looks really, really good. So tell me a little bit about the season so far.
Well, at the start of the season, we knew we had a young team. Right. We knew we weren't a bunch of goal scorers, but we have a lot of hard workers and stuff. But now we're starting to all come together, and everybody's getting real close. Yeah, and it looks really good. I mean, you've first of all, you've beaten the Moncton Flyers, so the top team in the league, and you've certainly done well against most of the teams. And I think that the second half is going to be even better. It's going to be a really, really good second half. Okay, tell me about what are some of the challenges of playing Midget AAA hockey. I mean, this is
this is, you know, certainly in Fredericton, this is really the second best hockey that's available in the city behind the university hockey, when those guys are quite a bit older. So this really is, you know, amongst the best hockey that you'll find in this area. So what are some of the challenges of playing Midget AAA hockey?
My first year I found I was pretty tired a lot. Okay. You had to go to bed early. Okay. Got to get your homework done before you come to rink, because tired going home. Right. Yeah.
And it is a busy schedule. I think you guys are on ice 6 of 7 days a week. Yeah. You have off ice, a lot of games. There's travel all around the Maritimes to play tournaments as well. So it's a busy schedule. You got to love it to want to put in that amount of time for sure. Yeah. Right. Tell me about what makes midget hockey fun, midget AAA hockey. What do you like about coming to the rink and just playing this game?
Well, I guess everybody here loves to play. So everybody's just we're together so much. It's just like everybody comes so close and buddies and stuff, so it's pretty good.
So it's a very close-knit team.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets along well, and well, of course, that's one of the keys to success, right? Is to have that, you know, that closeness of a team and everybody pulling for each other. Now, you've gone through some injuries on the team, and you've got some guys. I think there's some guys about to come back. You've got 2 recently that have been back, and that, I guess, that's just part of the game. So tell me a little bit about this team and some of the camaraderie amongst the team, and how, you know, people you know, are good friends on the team or get along. Is there anything particular you can think of about that makes the team so unique as opposed to maybe other teams that you've played on?
Yeah, well, I guess a lot of us grew up playing together and stuff, and they're boys that are coming from other places, but everybody just seems so close and everybody gets along real good.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, who's the funniest guy on the team?
Funniest guy on the team? Probably have to be Seth.
Seth Fillmore. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so now when you're not playing hockey, and certainly to play at the midget AAA level, you're going to be in great shape. Yeah. And you guys certainly work hard all week long. But tell me about the off season. What do you do in the off season to get ready to play hockey, and maybe other sports you're involved with?
Yeah. Other sports, I don't really play any other sports. Okay. I just do Kenny Seaman.
Okay. Yeah. Ken Seaman's program in the summer? Yeah. Yeah, affiliated with UNB? Yeah. And in your past, did you play anything else, maybe at school, soccer, baseball, any other sports like that?
I used to play baseball. Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
great for hand-eye coordination and all that kind of stuff. Good. Awesome. Okay, let's talk about the day of the game. So let's talk a little bit about what you do. So let's say you're playing a 7 p.m. game against the St. John Vito's. What do you do during the day to get ready?
I usually try to get up about 9:30 or 10. Okay. Then I try to get a good breakfast. Then I usually some guys like to go out and stuff, but I usually just relax. And then around 2, I usually have a nap or something. And then I usually try to have spaghetti or pasta. Chicken too.
Okay, before the game? Yeah. All right, now you get to the rink. Yeah. What do you like to do at the rink?
Well, we usually get here about 2 hours before. We come in, everybody gets pumped up and put on, we do our sticks and get our gear ready, and we usually have a ball game. Okay. Yeah, so then we do that, and then we have warm up, so.
All right. Yeah. Now, any superstitions that you have? Anything about getting your gear ready or taping your stick, anything like that?
Me and Shane do when we're warming up. All right. We do the same spot, same thing every time.
Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. So you're referring to Luke DeShane? Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's a little bit of your pre-game rituals, and now would you change that if things don't go well, or you kind of stick to the same thing?
Well, me and DeShane will switch spots if it doesn't go well. Okay.
All right. Try it another way. Very good. Okay. Let's switch to a little bit outside of the hockey world. Now, tell me a little bit about what do you like to eat? What's your favorite food, if you could have anything today?
Probably my grandma's lasagna.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
She makes good lasagna?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Garlic bread with that?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so if you're going to go out and eat somewhere, going to a restaurant or, you know, just anywhere kind of with the guys to go out and grab a bite to eat, where will you go?
A lot of the guys on the team like to go to Diplomat.
Okay. Yeah. Chinese food at the Dip. Okay. Well, that's a Fredericton tradition. Yeah. So that's a good one. All right. So tell us about school. So where are you going to school?
I go to Fredericton High School.
Fredericton High School, FHS, of course, one of the 2 high schools here in town. Tell me, what's your favorite subject in school?
It'd probably have to be Career X. Go to McTavish's and work for a couple periods.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's it? So you've done that this past term?
Yeah.
How did it go?
It's good. Yeah. Go down there in the afternoon.
Okay.
Hang out with them.
So you're selling. Well, obviously they sell all sports equipment, but a lot of hockey gear.
Yeah, mostly hockey gear. A lot of hockey sticks. It's pretty good to be around.
Sticks, yes. So you get to try them out and recommend them to people.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Okay. So that's kind of hockey stuff in your outside of the rink time. What about spare time? What do you like to do in your spare time?
Spare time, I probably pond hockey's probably the most I like to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So outside, anywhere in particular like to go play?
Oh no,
just wherever there's a rink outside.
Over, yeah.
Okay. Well, I know we're having a storm today, and I know there's some guys that I'm familiar with that we're going out to play some pond hockey today. So it's certainly a popular thing to do. Favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie would probably have to be Miracle.
Miracle.
Yeah.
So from the U.S. Olympic, the Olympic team's 1980 gold medal.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great one, and I've certainly teams that I've been around have showed that on the bus quite a bit.
And watched quite a bit, so
yeah. So that's a great one. There's some really good messages in there, of course, and also all the stuff about a team coming together and being such a strong entity together as a group. Yeah, it's a great movie. What about music? If I was to take your phone or an iPod or whatever you've got, what kind of music would I find on there?
A lot of country.
Country music, okay.
Yeah, Jason Aldean is probably my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now here at the rink, when you guys are getting ready for a game, what kind of music is being played and how does that go?
Probably more pump up music than anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who's in charge of that?
Connor.
Connor, okay.
Or not, yeah.
Okay. He does a good job?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay, where do you like to travel? So if you've traveled around at all, I mean, you've traveled far and wide for hockey. Where do you like to go visit?
Well, I don't go visit, but I like Punta Cana.
Okay,
yeah.
Where is that?
Dominican.
In the Dominican Republic. Yeah. Okay, so you've been there on vacation?
Yeah.
And it's obviously a hot location, swimming and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Very good. What about playing hockey? Tell me maybe a favorite place you like to play, a rink that you like to play in, or...
My favorite's probably Stanley.
Okay, the Stanley rink.
Yeah.
One of the coldest rinks on earth.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it you like about the Stanley rink?
The ice.
The ice, so it's really hard, it's good to play on. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. A lot of people that like York Arena for the same reason, because it's so the ice is so hard there. But of course, a very, very cold rink to watch a game in. But Stanley is, I think it's the coldest rink I've ever been in, and probably the York Arena would be second to that one.
Yeah.
So, okay, tell me a little bit about your hockey background and maybe a favorite memory from your hockey career so far.
Favorite memory is probably making Midget AAA first year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you're second year now, so that was just a little over a year ago that you made it. So, and how did you find out? How did they tell you that you made the team?
Mr. Pottle asked us if that's what we really wanted to do, and said yeah. So then he gave us the papers. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you signed up.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Maybe tell me a little bit if you could meet anybody in the world, past or present, someone you'd like to meet and maybe talk to a little bit, learn a little bit from. Who might that be?
Probably PK Subban.
PK Subban.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can watch him on TSN a lot now because he's doing his commentary there, and of course his brother Malcolm is front and center now with the World Junior team. So PK is a big personality, and so you like his personality, you like his game a lot as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Benji, we're just heading into the second half of the season, and I'm really kind of curious about the team's goals for the second half. What are you trying to accomplish as a team?
We want to get in a good spot to go into playoffs and then try to come out with the provincial banner.
Okay. And what do you see as some of the challenges for the team in accomplishing that goal? And what are you going to do to address those challenges?
We got to just put pucks deep, just play the game we know.
Okay.
Hitting and grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's with the team you've got. I mean, you've been very successful with that style of play, and it's worked well, so I'm sure it will in the second half as well. Okay, so just a couple more questions here. First of all, Benji, I think a real tribute to you. You've done an awesome job as captain. I mean, if you read the Twitter feeds after games and so forth, your team's been just thrilled with your leadership abilities. Where does that come from? What is it that makes you a good leader, do you think?
Probably my dad. He helps me out a lot, yeah.
Okay.
He was always good at that stuff.
So he's a good role model for you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, tell me about your future plans. Where's this all going? So you've gone all the way through the minor hockey system. You've played AAA at all the different levels. You've made it to Midget AAA.
Yeah.
Where's the next stop?
If I'm lucky, maybe go try out for a Q team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, my last question. If you could have 2 tickets to any sporting event in the world, past or present, so you could go back in time or you could go forward in time to something in the future or see something recently, what would you like to go see?
Probably the World Junior Finals this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over to Ufa, Russia.
Yeah.
Watching. Who's going to be playing in the final?
Canada, USA.
Canada, USA. Well, we're going to know in about a week and a half, so it's not far off, and it'll be interesting to see if those are the two teams. Hopefully Canada's going to get in there.
Yeah.
So I'd just like to say thanks very much for joining us tonight. It's been really great to have you and to get to know a little bit more about you, and best of luck in the second half of the season.
Thank you.